Hey guys, welcome back to the Film Fan Club. My name's Sam Carrico, and today we're talking about The Crown on Netflix for episodes 1 through 3. It is the new show on Netflix, and I saw the first trailers like about a month ago. I didn't know the show was coming out, and I was like, this looks really good because I love political drama. I mean, we're right before election day in America, so it's real. I love, dramatic elements of politics and the just kind of getting to see the inner workings of people kind of moving around the chess pieces and all that. And House of Cards is a really good show. I mean, it kind of has gotten pretty sloppy in the third and fourth season, so I've been looking for something new, and it seems like The Crown was going to be able to offer that. It starts in 1947. It's about Elizabeth II. It starts with her marriage to Matt Smith, who's Philip Mountbatten, and he's a Royal Navyman, and kind of jumps forward 5 years after that, and now they're married and have kids, and kind of you get to meet King George, who is he's dying in the beginning of the show. He's played by Jared Harris, who I saw in Sherlock Holmes 2. He does a really good job as King George. And Winston Churchill is also in the show. But what's weird about Winston Churchill is that he's played by and I suddenly have John Lithgow from not only Lord Farquaad, but he's also been Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Third Rock from the Sun, you name it. But he's an American, I believe. John Lithgow is an American, I thought. So it's kind of weird to have him come in and play a British guy whenever I've always just thought of him as an American that just seems a little British rather than someone who's actually British. And he doesn't really seem to try to do much of a British accent in this show. It's kind of weird because he just comes in and just does his normal, I'm an American who just kind of seems a little British kind of thing, kind of like Gary Oldman. So it's weird to not really have him just even try, because you put him up against actual British actors, and not that he's not trying. I'm not an actor. I couldn't do as good of a hit job that he's doing, but he seems noticeably more American. But after the first episode, I became encompassed in this character, so I didn't really mind it. I actually portray Winston Churchill as kind of an asshole. Whenever I guess he's on the campaign trail when we meet him, so you kind of see people talking bad about him behind their back. The party is trying to push him out because there's this kind of thing about he's getting old, and they want a new younger leadership, which is funny. The younger leadership there, it's also this gray-haired guy with a beard, a mustache and all that. So he looks, looks like older people. One old person's mad about an even older person ruling over all these other middle-aged people. It was weird. So Elizabeth and Philip, they go to a trip to Africa. That's kind of like episode 2. It seemed kind of like a okay, like a middle, like a one episode story for episode 2 when they go to Africa. It's mostly just kind of propel the plot along. Through that, we do see though that Philip does genuinely love Elizabeth, so it's nice to see them. Because a lot of times we see Philip being a upper class asshole who's trying to get into this family. It seems like he's trying to get in this family for like power reasons. So it's nice in the episode 2, when we see him defend Elizabeth from a elephant or something like that. That we get to see little moments where he actually cares, and he cares about her, and he cares about their relationship, their marriage, and their family. So it's really nice to see little moments of that. And of course, at the end of episode 2, this is all spoiler related. It's a recap and review, so spoilers. George dies at the end of episode 2, which is weird, so I don't know if Jared Harris is going to return for the rest of the season. He wasn't really in episode 3 that much, flashback, so it'll be interesting to see, because he's still in the main titles, so are we going to see more flashbacks with George, because George is now dead? But that really changes the whole, at the beginning of episode 3, it's still, Elizabeth is kind of reacting to her new role. She's not the queen yet, which I don't quite understand how that works. I don't understand how Philip doesn't become the king if she's the queen and she's not the queen yet. If the previous king's dead, she still has to be coronated. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Winston Churchill, I guess, is trying to delay her coronation because it's kind of, if she's the new queen, then she'll be able to oversee this new kind of regime and maybe potentially allow for the party to push Winston Churchill out like they've been trying to do. So Churchill's literally trying to hold on to power by keeping Elizabeth, from being the queen as long as he can. So she kind of lays the smackdown on him in that sense by trying to, okay, well, I want, my husband to be able to keep his name, or the kids to keep my husband's name, and I want to be able to live in this house. So you think that she's going to be able to kind of, take advantage of Winston a little bit and be able to, kind of be the queen and run shit. But no, I guess not, because by the end of episode 3, she's like, this is how things are. This is how the crown, the crown must always win. So There's more of that. I'm really liking this show though, guys. I'm really enjoying the not diabolical, but just the inner workings of British politics in the 50s, early 50s, late 40s, and I'm liking this a lot more than Luke Cage. I kind of gave up on Luke Cage because I just kept thinking, should I watch this or should I watch something else? And I just always chose something else. So I guess that says a lot about how I felt about Luke Cage. I liked watching it, I just never found myself being drawn back to watch this. I do feel like I'm more inclined. I mean, as soon as episode 3 left, I got to go to work here in a minute, but I wish that I had more time to watch more of this show. So I can't wait to check out the next episode. What did you guys think of The Crown so far on Netflix? Have you been impressed as I am? I have a lot more notes written down here, but I'm sure I'll get to more in my next review, which should be episodes 4 through 6. So make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel and keep your eyes out for that. Thanks a lot, guys. You can follow me on the various social media sites at Samuel D. Carrico. Have a good one.